Hey guys, it's Margaret FitzGerald coming to you again, LCSW, author of the practice manual of the case of nightmare and hostage chills, which is so important because if you read the first one, Nightmare and Hostage Chills, that I edited, and I actually want to read a little something from this today, you'll see how much damage is being caused to children and their mothers, sometimes fathers, but mostly mothers, in the child custody court system. There is a lack of any enforcement of law, and the supervision issue is completely a travesty because supervisors during like visitation of the children with their mother or their father are not trained in abuse dynamics, and that is a huge problem. So the courts are without an advocate to explain and show these cases in the context of the research, theory, and practice of intimate partner violence, IPV, domestic violence, narcissistic abuse. And we have wonderful experts. Dr. Evan Stark was such an encouragement in having me finish these nightmare books and getting them out into the world. Dr. Romani's been amazing with narcissistic abuse and so many others. So we have to keep moving forward. I am here as a clinician in advocacy for mothers that are presenting their cases before the court, before the judges. Some judges are very open and moral and ruling righteously based on evidence-based practice, and others are not. So that's another issue. We'll recreate the family court system after this current one is abolished. So I just wanted to read here. In this particular true crime story of Nightmare and Hostage Chills, where I wrote or edited this for Christina and added all the abuse scenarios that she experienced and her children her experienced, not only behind closed doors in their home, but also in the courtroom. I went through this with her and wrapped all the abuse incidents, the failure of the enforcement of the law, in the science, theory, and practice that's supposed to be used. Lundy Bancroft's books have been just incredible in assisting me in writing these, the practice manual, and helping Christina get Nightmare and Hostage Chills book out. Here is the first one. This is really a case study. It's a true crime story. She is so traumatized and really has not come out from that trauma. As much therapy she's doing, but I answered her call to help her get this story out, and Dr. Stark was so encouraging in also getting the story out. So I just wanted to read this statement, which is a recurring theme in these child custody massacres, which are really domestic violence and should be tried in criminal courts. This is where the failure is. This is where we are illuminating the failure. We're illuminating the malpractice. We're illuminating the breaking of the law and really the tactics of these batterers. Their feet have to be held to the fire of following court orders, and that is not happening. This is on page 217 of the original Nightmare book. Some problems have arisen which the court will attempt to resolve by giving more specific information. Okay, wrong, because giving specific information is not holding the narcissist batterer's feet to the fire. And as you'll see if you read this, and I really suggest you guys read it, the paperback is a little cheaper, but all the science, theory, and practice is wrapped around all the failure of these professionals to protect this family. She still has not reconnected with her 3 children. They are very brainwashed and programmed, being left in DV by proxy by the courts. So the point here is just that the courts are not holding the narcissist batterer's feet to the fire, and they're getting away with dangerous, abusive, hostage camp situation scenarios that they are unwrapping and entrapping their kids in. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. This video, if anyone comes to mind, please share it with them. I'm also coaching mothers who are going through this right now. and I welcome any, feedback. I'm here for you, and God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.